welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, journal videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Commenting, liking, and sharing this on your favorite platform does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. Okay, so to follow along in the series that I've recently done regarding the Spring 2020 Happy Planner release, this is going to be a video on the majority of the 30-page sticker books that have been released with the Happy Planner Spring release. Now there are 23 according to the website, and that's just 23 of the Happy Planner 30-page sticker books. And so what I'll be talking about today is 14 of them, 14 of them. Now I wanted to do this intro because I've actually already filmed the other part of this video, because I wanted to talk about what I discovered while I was doing my research. And that's essentially what I did. Was I went to the Happy Planner website, I took screenshots of the first 13, 14, 30-page sticker books. It's the only ones that I actually looked at, because those are really the only ones that, I don't want to say entice me, but I'm really not into planners. I've got thoughts about the customizable one, but it's the sticker books that really grab my attention and really, get me into a frenzy. So I really wanted to take a look at what was out there. And I'm thinking that if you are feeling overwhelmed by availability, whether it's this release or the next million releases that come out, because every couple of months they are going to release new things, if 2019 was any kind of indication. And you may want to take this method and develop it and make it into your own. But what I did was I broke it down into a 4-scale system. And again, when I get into the video, I'll talk a little bit more about what that means. But that really helped me look at as a product and determine whether I wanted it, needed it, and why. And I think the most important aspect of at least the scale that I did was I also tried to see if there were dupes for either the feel or the art of the new stuff. So if there was a sticker book that they just released, but I could get some of the same design elements from stuff I already had, then I liked looking at it from that perspective. And I'll talk about more of my 4-scale system in the actual video. But I just thought I'd come in and do an intro face forward, just because all of the other ones were face forward. But also, again, if you are feeling overwhelmed by all of this stuff, then maybe really look at it with a critical eye and do it before you hit a store. Because I know here in Hawaii, it's really difficult to get Happy Planner stuff of any kind of volume and at a good price. There is a local craft store that has, but it's about $3 to $4 more than regular price that you can get at happyplanner.com. And it's all the older stuff. If it were the newer stuff, okay. But if it's the older stuff, then no, I can get that on Amazon. Last year during the academic release, Walmart really stepped up their game, and they had quite a bit of product. And even that was a little overwhelming, because I love looking at school supplies during back to school season, and I wasn't expecting it. So it was like, oh, buy all the things. So you may want to do something like this when there are new releases, especially when Happy Planner does the sneak peeks on their website, because then you don't have any outside influence. So if you watch flip throughs, or if you watch the Facebook group, and there was something on Facebook, and I don't know who did it, but I saw that someone was doing it, and I didn't want to sit through that. But you can get some outside influence on, oh, they love it, so it must be lovely. Well, it's probably lovely, it's just Is it really something that you want? Is it something that you need? Is it something that's in your style? And you want to be able to make a decision based on the merits of the product itself and not on the oohs and ahs of someone else. And so that's really what this very long-winded intro is just, it might help you, because it certainly helped me look at the product a little different. All right, guys, so here's the video. I'd love to know what you think in the comment below. All right, guys, so you're just come from the intro. We're going to just get right into this. Now, as I mentioned, what I plan to do is I'm going to go over my notes on 13 of the 23 new 30-page sticker book. And I'll insert some pictures as we're discussing the 13 that I'm reviewing in this video. And then if you guys want me to review the rest, the other 10 of the 23, then I certainly can do that. And let me just give you a little breakdown. So based on the Happy Planner website, there is 23 new 30-page sticker books. There's 7 of those sticker pads, those little ones, like this. There are 11 sticker sheets, so I'm thinking it's like 4 or 5 sheets of stickers. There are 2 new mega books, and there's 4 petite sticker sheets, and so I think there's like 4 or 5 pages, but they're the slimmer ones. So all together in this spring 2020 release, not including the wedding or the bloom, just the ones that were just or that are going to be released on March 3rd, that's 47 different sticker products. Again, the majority of it being the 30-page sticker book. Now, as I'm going along with my reviews, please know I don't have any of these. I'm just basing it on first impressions and things like that off of the website. So the way that I'm going to be doing this is a 4-scale system, so a maximum of 20 points. My first criteria is my first impression. Second is the originality or the newness of the sticker book in question. The third one is, would I purchase this from happyplanner.com? Now, the reason I wanted to include that is, do I love it enough that I would pay full price plus shipping? Because happyplanner.com typically doesn't run a lot of sales, and so that just gives me an idea of how much I love it. If I'm willing to do that, then I must really love it. And the next one is, are there any dupes to the sticker book in question? Now, my scale was 1 through 5, low being not interested, not a lot of dupes, not a lot of originality, definitely would not buy, versus 5 meaning great first impression, lots of originality, I definitely would buy, and there are actually quite a bit of dupes. Okay, so that's how I came up with my system. Reviewed is the Bookish sticker book. That is a new design style, I suppose you could say, for Happy Planner. It is sized in the classic. If it were for the big or the mini, it would say. And so my first impressions of that, and I had talked about this when I reviewed, when I talked about the planners, is that it's very colorful. And for the sticker thumbnails that I could see, it has some very interesting aspects. From an originality newness standpoint, some of the girls look new and original, but they're all the same and they're colorful. The only thing that's different is the color of their hair. Would I buy this from happyplanner.com? So would I pay full price plus shipping? No. And are there any similar dupes? So I thought that if you had any of the 2019 teacher sticker academic books, then you could get some of the stack of books and the glasses with some similar coloring, since the Bookish sticker book is quite bright. If you wanted to get some of the similar boxes, I think Happy Illustrations might be able to get you that same sort of feel. And then if you were looking to get the girl feel, then I think the Encourager or Womankind would give you that same similar feel. So of a scale of 20, I gave it a 10. Yeah, and it's all kind of like this. So I mean, again, I'm trying to be as objective about this as possible. The second one that I looked at is the Happy and Kind Faith. So for my first impression, I thought it was like a muted bright. It wasn't a rainbow. It wasn't pastel. It was sort of like a gem tone rainbow, but muted. Now, just based on the most recent Faith one that had all of that gorgeous floral, I did actually think this was a bit different because these colors, while not full out like Dream Seeker or Free Spirit, you know, bright dark colors, it's definitely darker than their previous Faith sticker book. So I thought that was interesting. However, there's no florals in this one. This is really more functional than decorative. I thought the colorway was interesting by my way of originality and newness, but nothing else really spoke to me as new for this. I mean, it's got lots of boxes. I would not purchase this from happyplanner.com, and I think some dupes, because there were a lot of blank habit trackers, you could get that from the Wellness or I think either of the productivity sticker books to get the similar feel, if not the same coloring. So my rating for that was 8 out of 20. The third one that I looked at was the Year to Shine, also in the classic size. My first impression of that was I really liked the color combination. I don't know that I've seen that in Happy Planner. There are pinks and greens and the navy blue, and I think those three color combination is really nice. There is maybe 1 or 2 pages full of watercolor swatches that are quite chunky. Now I want to say that there is a watercolor sticker book already out there, but those were quite thin because I remember that Kelly used in one of her Happy Nietzsche spreads. So I'm pretty sure that the watercolor aspect is out there, but these are really chunky. There's like maybe 4 or 5 to a page versus having like, 10 or 12 to a page. But I kind of like that. There are some florals, but my overall impression for this was it's more functional than decorative. I would not buy this from happyplanner.com, and I think some similar dupes, if not for the color, then for the design, is the watercolor sticker book, Fun Florals, or the newer Flowers sticker book, and then Dream Seeker. And I gave that a rating of 12 out of 20. The next one that I looked at was Mood Tracking. My first impression was Muted Rainbow. The originality, newness, it was meh for me. When I think of mood tracking, it just in my own life and what I would do, I don't know that I want to see that many rainbow. And again, I think more and more I'm tending to be more towards the neutral than to the rainbow. But I can see how on one hand a rainbow or even a muted rainbow spread might uplift your spirits, but if you are not in a good place, you may not want to see rainbow. That's from my own personal experience. So a whole sticker book about moods that really are kind of bright may not what you need when you are in that place. Or because you would think, okay, well, I just need something uplifting when I'm in a bad place, but just speaking from my own experience, that would not make me think positively. That just would, kind of go the other way for me. But again, that's for me. I would not purchase this from happyplanner.com. And I think some dupes, if for the functional aspect of this, if not the color, is the Wellness sticker book, the Digital Detox, and either one of the productivity sticker books. And my rating for that was 9 out of 20. The next one is Wrong Fitness, and that actually comes in both classic and mini. So I guess I'm actually talking about 14 because this is 2, but they are very similar in scope. So the overall impression was gentones and golds. And if you have this one right here and in either the mini or the classic, then it is very similar to this. In fact, I would hazard to say it's about 75% similar to this in the way that the colors and the boxes are set up, but what you get different with this is, although there is similar colorway and similar boxes, it is a fitness-based sticker book. So the artwork is much different from the everyday. However, it's very complementary to the original everyday sticker book, and that's what the difference is with this. I think there were some fitness stickers in the everyday, but not a whole collection. For the Wrong Fitness, it's all fitness. So from that perspective, I think that actually is rather new. I would not purchase that from happyplanner.com. And I think an easy or a clear dupe for that is the one I just showed you, the Wrong Everyday, if for the coloring and the boxes, but not necessarily the fitness aspect. I mean, I think some of them have like the yoga girls or the one with the yoga mat, or the one in like the sweats, but I mean, you wouldn't find a lot in that, but I think that would be the clearest dupe. And for that one, I gave it 10 out of 20. All right, the next one that I looked at was the Wrong Every Day. And again, just like the sticker book that I showed you, it is very similar to that it has the different blocks of color sections. But again, the artwork is different enough that you can have the 2019 version, pick up the 2020 version, and you'd be able to, I think, pull those two together, but still have enough dissimilar things that you wouldn't feel like you're buying the same sticker book. For newness and originality, exactly what I just said. I would not buy that from happyplanner.com. And again, if you have the 2019 everyday, you could reasonably have the dupe for this, because again, it's only some of the girls and some of the backgrounds that are different, but it's essentially, at least the impression that I got was the same. Now, if you love the Wrong and you just like collecting it, I think that's why it has such a high score for me, because there is enough of a difference and therefore there is enough of a newness that it ranks pretty high. So that's 13 out of 20. Stronger Together, my overall first impression was it was a gem tone. It's definitely more decorative than functional. The newness and originality is definitely giving me vibes of the squad goals, but they definitely seem older. They are not as detailed. They're definitely more cartoony. However, there is 2 stickers that really speak to diversity, and I will put that on the screen now, and that's the only place that I've ever seen it. Now, please be aware, I don't have a lot of the most recent, actually I don't have any of the most recent release that came out like in November, so maybe that was in that one, but from everything that I have and everything that I've really seen, those 2, where there's the girl in the wheelchair and the girl with the hijab, yeah, but the head scarf, I don't know that I've ever seen that. So I loved that aspect, and that's why that actually got a number 5. I would not buy this from happyplanner.com. And for some dupes, I would think Squad Girls or Life, if you're trying to get the girl vibe. Encourager, Womankind, and then there were lots of rainbows in this, and so you could get that from any of your academic related sticker books. Again, similar vibe, if not the same colors. Now, I'm except for those 2 stickers that have the such diversity, I'm actually not a fan of this, but just based on the overall, the newness and originality, and then the ability to dupe it, that's why it has such a high score. Going Places for Wrong was the next one that I looked at. That one, for the first impression, I didn't think it was a lot. Oh, it's not a lot of stickers. I think it's less than 400 stickers, and there is a combination of old and new artwork. From a newness and originality standpoint, it looks like some of the 2019 stickers just have been rearranged with some different sayings, different backgrounds. There are some new girls. I would not purchase that from happyplanner.com. And I think some pretty good dupes is the Wrong Accessory book, the Everyday, and the Seasonal, whether it's in the classic or the mini. So that one, I mean, it's pretty, but if you have any of the 2019, then you're not getting a lot of new product, at least, again, based on little things of the thumbnails. The next one that I reviewed is the Modern Farmhouse, and from a first impressions, I loved the colorway. It was like a salmon-y pink, sage, olive, gray, and black. Love those colors. From a originality standpoint, I think it definitely has some similar vibes to the original Farmhouse, but there is definitely some newness to it. There's definitely a darker feel, but not like foreboding. No, that sounds weird, but the Farmhouse sticker book, the original one, is very pale, very neutral, very muted tans and creams and grays and pinks. This one, I think it brings the best of both worlds, where it does have some of those more muted colors, although more vibrant than the original, but then it gives you the pop of color with the dark, the blacks and the not even dark gray and maybe even dark navy. So I actually really liked that. This one I might actually buy from happyplanner.com. Now, honestly, I'd wait for it to go to Joann's, but I mean, that's really an indicator that I gave it a 3, that, yeah, I mean, I was quite intrigued by that. Now, I believe there are definitely similar feeling stickers, of course, in the original Farmhouse, in the Botanical sticker book, and if you wanted that juxtaposition between dark and light, then I think Simply Lovely could, again, give you some similar design elements, if not the same color payoff. All right. The next one that I reviewed was the Wild Styled. Now, when I saw the planners, and again, when I talked in that video, that one was the most neutral planner to me, all things considered, because the dividers definitely aren't. And so when I saw that there was a corresponding sticker book, I was quite excited, and not so much. So the colorway is nice. It's same as the planner, where you've got blacks, pinks, gray, and it looks like a rose gold. It might be a gold or a combination thereof. The originality, newness, the only thing I could think of was cheetah neutral. As neutral as a cheetah can be, that's the overall newness to me. I would not purchase this from happyplanner.com, and I think you can get some of these similar elements in the Farmhouse by the muted, Glam Girl with the cheetah, and Botanicals with the grays, and that one definitely is more functional than it is decorative, so that got a 9 out of 20. Soft Geode was the next one that I looked at. The overall impression, gem tones. Now, from a colorway, I definitely like grays and blacks and just something more neutral, because I can always build upon color, but it is strongly tied with gem tones. I love saturated colors. I am less fond of pastels or rainbow. Less fond of those. From an originality newness standpoint, I thought there was lots of bold gem colors, and there was some very interesting quartz cutaways. I thought that was really pretty. I would not buy this from happyplanner.com, and I think for some similar colors and some similar vibes, you can get that from Dream Seeker, Free Spirit, the original one, the ones with the purples and the blacks, and Stargazer, and that got a 12 out of 20. Now the last two, yeah, let's just get into it. So I reviewed the Emoji and Social Pack sticker book. From my first impression, the first thing I thought was, why? From an originality and newness standpoint, why? From a purchase from happyplanner.com, nope. And from a dupe, I mean, why would you want to? Now, this is coming from my own perspective. All of this is really. And quite a few of the sticker books, quite a few of the academic ones that I have emoji stickers. And I have never once purposely thought of or used an emoji sticker. So when it said emoji in Social Pack, I thought, okay, well, maybe there's some social icons in there because that would be cool. Instagram, Facebook, whatever. No, it is literally emoji stickers. There are some heads that is one step above a stick figure head. So that got a 4 out of 20 because that's the very lowest score that I could give it. Why though? Why? And then, all right, so this one might be the one that people might get upset with, but I also looked at the Happy Hour sticker book. And so first impression was, why? What planner would you use this in? Miss Maker? What? The Goth Rainbow? I mean, I kind of like the idea, but, and I don't know if it's tying into the adulting sticker book, which I didn't review or even look at. But, I mean, who needs 30 pages of alcohol-based stickers? Now, this is nothing against if, you enjoy your wines, if you're a connoisseur, if you love beer. I mean, it's just, so we got the Rainbow Bright version of books. And we have a whole sticker book of alcohol. I mean, seriously, I don't know where you would use this. Now, maybe this would tie in with the recipe sticker book and that whole thing. But that first impression was, why and where would this go? I mean, everything's colorful. What? Okay, whatever. The newness, originality, no. The alcohol that is featured is wine, champagne, beer, and Bloody Marys. There is no mixed drink, no Mai Tais, Pina Coladas. It's called Happy Hour, but the things that are featured necessarily is not what I think of Happy Hour. I think of mixed drinks or shots of rum, because that's what I would drink. So, yeah, I would not purchase this from happyblender.com. And I think you can get some similar elements from the food sticker book, the Joanne Mega, the Farmhouse, and I think there's a recipe. I don't have it, but I think there is one, and I think you can get some very similar things. I mean, seriously, it's on the mark if that's something that you track or it's part of your hobby, but it just seems a little weird that the Happy and Kind Faith sticker book doesn't actually give me a lot of faith vibes. I mean, their focus just seems on some weirdness this time. Overall, I didn't really see or get the impression of lots of originality. I had talked about this in my thoughts on the November release, where it was a lot of the same, a lot of the rehashing, clearly based on some of my thoughts on the dupes. It's the same. But at least with the November one, it seemed like they were trying. So with the digital detox and the doodling one, and I mean, it just seemed there was definitely some thought on, how to bring some freshness. These, I mean, it's kind of more of the same. And then those two, I don't even know. I don't even know. Having this down on paper and having a review system really tells me, okay, There is nothing out there that I absolutely need or want. And even some of the ones that have the higher scores, it's just based on, there is some originality and there is some dupes. It doesn't mean that I necessarily like it, but I really liked looking at it from as objective a way as I could, just because it does take some of that need to purchase things. I think the biggest disappointment for me was the bookish sticker book. Now, just based on the planner, I kind of figured that's what it would look like. But when I think of books and book-related things, I'm thinking Professor Higgins' library in My Fair Lady, where it's old books and they're taupes and they're browns and there's elegance to it. I'm not thinking the Dr. Seuss colorful version, this will look perfect in an elementary kindergarten setting sort of theme. So for me, it would be interesting if they come out with a bookish but in muted tones. Because as someone who does read, and I used to be an avid reader and then I just sort of fell off of that, that would not have caught my eye, or would have caught my eye, but in the same way, where what's with all the kindergarten colors? The books I read as an adult are generally dark. If you take the jacket off and I have them on my shelves, you're not getting that vibe. It doesn't equate to what actually they're trying to go for. I definitely think they missed the mark on that one. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think below. It's definitely a long video, and I apologize for that, but I didn't know how to do this without, having some sort of system to review. So I would definitely love to know what your thoughts are below. Are you going to pick up any of these? They didn't say on the website what stores they would be in, and as of the filming of this, there was no flip-throughs on YouTube where this might be. So if you can find this in your local store with a coupon or on sale, then yeah, I definitely would change some of my reviews. But if I were going to purchase this from happyplanner.com, honestly, with the exception of that one, I don't know that I would. And I believe it was, the Modern Farmhouse. All right, guys, that's it from me for now. And as always, aloha.